Every great victory begins in the mind before it ever shows in the world. The truth is, success is not a matter of chance. It is a matter of training your thoughts to work for you. Lincoln lost, not against you. Most people are prisoners of their own doubts, slaves to their habits, and victims of their fears. But you are not here to live like most people. Lincoln lost, you are here to win. And winning starts with mastering the one battlefield that decides everything. Lincoln lost, the battlefield of your own mind. Every single thing you will ever achieve begins first as an idea, a picture in your mind. That picture is the seed of every fortune, every great invention, every life-changing success. Lincoln lost, but here is a truth most people never understand. If you don't deliberately control what pictures you allow to stay in your mind, life, circumstances, Lincoln lost, and the opinions of other people will paint them for you. And when someone else holds the brush, the picture is almost never one of success. Lincoln lost. You are where you are today because of the dominant images you have been holding in your mind. Look around at your life right now, your bank account, your relationships. Lincoln lost, your health, your opportunities. They are nothing but a reflection of the pictures you have allowed yourself to dwell on day after day. If you have spent years imagining failure, Lincoln lost, worrying about what might go wrong or secretly believing that you aren't good enough, then you have been building a blueprint of defeat. And your subconscious mind, which cannot argue or question, simply obeyed. Lincoln lost. The mind does not care whether the picture you give it is one of success or failure. It simply accepts and moves toward whatever is fed to it most often. Lincoln lost. If you repeatedly imagine yourself struggling, losing, or quitting, you are programming your mind to make that picture a reality. Lincoln lost. That is why the first step to winning is to seize control of your imagination. You must take the brush out of the hands of fear, doubt, and worry. Lincoln lost, and paint your own masterpiece deliberately and with absolute faith. Close your eyes for a moment and see yourself exactly as you wish to be, not as you are. Lincoln lost, picture yourself already possessing the success you desire. If it is wealth, imagine holding it in your hands, using it, enjoying it. If it is influence, Lincoln, imagine people listening to your words, respecting your decisions. If it is health, see yourself moving with strength, energy, and vitality. Create every detail so vividly that you can feel it in your heart. Do this long enough, and your mind will stop questioning whether it is possible. It will accept it as inevitable. Do not make the mistake of entertaining two opposing pictures in your mind. Lincoln lost. You cannot picture abundance in the morning and then spend the rest of the day imagining failure and loss. That is like planting a seed and digging it up every night to see if it has grown. Your mental picture must remain constant, unwavering, and protected from negative intrusions. Lincoln lost. This is why many people never succeed. They allow their environment, other people's doubts, and their own fears to steal the picture of success from their minds before it has time to grow roots. Every great achiever in history mastered this principle. Lincoln lost. Before the first brick was laid, they built their dream in the workshop of their minds. They walked through it, touched it, lived in it, long before the world could see it. Lincoln lost. Their faith in that picture was so strong that the world eventually had no choice but to reflect it. You must do the same. Lincoln lost. You must become so obsessed with the picture of your success that you live it mentally every single day. This is not mere daydreaming. Daydreaming is weak, scattered, without purpose. What I am talking about is controlled imagination, deliberate, focused, and repeated mental practice until your mind and your subconscious accept the picture as real. When that happens, your thoughts, actions, Lincoln lost, and decisions will begin aligning with it automatically. You will notice opportunities you once ignored. You will have ideas that you never had before. Lincoln lost, people will be drawn to you as if by some unseen force, because you are radiating belief instead of doubt. Do not underestimate how powerful this is. Lincoln lost, most people think they are in control of their lives, but they are not. They are simply reacting to pictures someone else painted for them. The news, social media, negative friends, old failures. They have never taken the time to raise those pictures and paint their own. You must be different. You must decide, here and now. Lincoln lost, that you will never again allow another person or fear or circumstance to control the brush. Take 10 minutes every morning and every night to hold your picture firmly in your mind. Shut out the world, close your eyes, and feel it. Demand that your mind accepts it. Lincoln lost. Do this every day without fail, and soon the world will begin to reflect the image you have been holding so faithfully. Lincoln lost. For this, if you do not control the pictures in your mind, life will paint them for you. And life, left to chance, rarely paints a masterpiece. Paint your own. Your mind is either your greatest servant or your most ruthless master. There is no middle ground. If you do not take control of it, it will take control of you. Lincoln lost, and the result will not be pleasant. A mind left undisciplined becomes a breeding ground for fear, doubt, procrastination, and excuses. And once those weeds take root, they spread fast, choking every possibility of success. Discipline, therefore, is not just a suggestion. It is a requirement if you are serious about winning. Lincoln lost. Every thought you allow to occupy your mind is like a seed, and that seed always grows into something. If you constantly think of failure, you will act like a failure. Lincoln lost. If you constantly think of opportunity, you will act like a winner. But here is the challenge. Your mind, by its nature, will always wander toward the easiest, most comfortable thought, and that is usually fear, worry, or some excuse to do nothing. This is why you must train it, the way an athlete trains his body. Lost. To respond only to the thoughts that move you closer to your goal. Start by observing your own thinking. Catch yourself in the act of entertaining weak thoughts. The moment you notice yourself worrying, complaining, or making an excuse, stop immediately and replace that thought with one of determination. Say to yourself, "This thought does not serve me. I will think only of what moves me forward." Do this every single time, and you will notice something remarkable. Your mind will begin to obey. Lincoln lost. What was once a habit of negative thinking will become a habit of strength and persistence. Understand this truth: your thoughts are not harmless. Lincoln lost. They are commands to your subconscious mind, and your subconscious does not argue with you. It simply carries out what you feed it. When you tell yourself, "Lincoln lost, I can't," your subconscious accepts it as an order and shuts down all creative solutions. When you tell yourself, "Lincoln lost will," it immediately begins searching for ways to make it possible. This is why Lincoln lost, undisciplined thinking is so dangerous. It quietly issues commands of failure long before you ever take action. Lincoln lost. The greatest achievers you have ever admired are not necessarily the most talented or the most educated. Lincoln lost. They are the ones who learned to discipline their minds so completely that they refused to give attention to any thought that weakened them. When the average person sees a problem, they see defeat. When a disciplined mind sees a problem, it sees a challenge to be solved, an opportunity to grow stronger. The difference is not in the problem itself, but in the quality of thinking. Do not fool yourself into believing that mental discipline is easy. It is a battle you must fight daily, sometimes moment by moment. Lincoln lost. The mind will try to trick you into comfort, whispering, "Rest today, you can start tomorrow," or "What if you fail?" Lincoln lost. Maybe it's not worth trying. Those whispers are the voice of the undisciplined mind, and if you listen to them, they will own you. You must answer back with foresight. Lincoln lost. I will act now. I will think only of success. I will control my thoughts, or they will control me. The mind is like a muscle, weak when unused, powerful when trained. Lincoln lost. At first, replacing negative thoughts will feel exhausting, just as lifting heavy weights feels impossible at first, but with repetition it becomes second nature. One day, Lincoln lost, you will wake up and notice something extraordinary. You no longer have to force positive, strong thinking. It will be automatic. Lincoln, your mind will reject weak thoughts the same way a healthy body rejects poison. That is the reward for discipline. If you fail to take control, understand what will happen. Lincoln lost. Your thoughts will still control you, but they will control you toward failure, not success. They will talk you out of opportunities, convince you to quit too early, and make you believe that success is for others, not for you. A person who does not discipline their thoughts is like a ship with no captain, tossed around by every wave. Lincoln lost, never reaching the shore. So decide right now that you will be the master, not the servant. Begin today. Monitor every thought. Accept only those that strengthen you, that push you forward, that align with the picture of victory you are creating. Be ruthless with your mind. Refuse to allow even a single thought of defeat to remain. Lincoln lost. Discipline it until it obeys you completely, because if you do not discipline your thoughts, they will discipline you. Lincoln lost, and the price they will make you pay is the life you could have lived. Every word you speak to yourself is shaping your future, whether you realize it or not. Your inner dialogue is not just harmless chatter. It is instruction, it is programming. Lincoln lost, and it is either moving you closer to victory or deeper into defeat. Most people are completely unaware of the power of the words they whisper to themselves all day long. They say things like, "Lincoln lost. I'm not good enough. He always fails. I don't think I can do it." And they repeat these lies so often that their conscious mind accepts them as commands. Lincoln lost. And once the subconscious accepts a command, it goes to work to make it true. The mind believes what it hears most, especially from you. Every time you repeat a thought with emotion, you are giving an order to your subconscious, and your subconscious is obedient. It will act exactly as you tell it. Lincoln lost. Tell yourself that you are weak, and you will find yourself acting weak. Tell yourself that you are strong, determined, unstoppable, and your mind will begin producing the ideas. Lincoln lost. The courage and the energy needed to make that true. This is why you must reprogram your inner dialogue deliberately. You can no longer afford careless words. Lincoln lost, even in your own mind. Every time you say, "I can't," you are chaining yourself to failure. Every time you say, "I will," you are unlocking the door to success. Lincoln lost. Your words are either building a prison or building a path, and you get to choose which. Start listening to how you talk to yourself. Lincoln lost. You might be shocked at how many times in a single day you speak defeat without even realizing it. The moment you catch yourself saying something negative, Lincoln lost, stop and replace it immediately with a statement of victory. If you say, "This is too hard," correct it by saying, "This may be hard, Lincoln lost, but I am stronger than this challenge." If you say, "I'm not good at this," correct it by saying, "I am learning, Lincoln lost, and I am improving every day." This is how you retrain the mind, through repetition, correction, and constant feeding of the right words. Lincoln lost. Do not wait for your feelings to match your words. Many people make the mistake of thinking, "I will speak positively when I feel positive." That is not how it works. The feeling follows the words, not the other way around. Speak victory even when you don't feel it. Speak strength when you feel weak. Speak abundance when you feel broke. Keep speaking until your subconscious accepts it as truth, because once it does, your actions will begin to change automatically. Lincoln lost. The great achievers of history were masters of this principle. Long before they achieved success, they spoke it as if it were already theirs. Their words trained their minds to believe, and their belief moved them to take bold, relentless action. The world might have laughed at them, doubted them, even called them crazy. Lincoln lost, but they kept repeating to themselves, "I will succeed," until it was no longer a hope. It was a certainty. You must become just as unshakable in your own self-talk. Create a list of affirmations that describe the person you must become to achieve your goals, and repeat them every morning, every night, and every time doubt tries to creep in. Lincoln lost. Say them with power, with emotion, with conviction, because your subconscious responds to emotion more than words. Say them until you can feel them in your bones. Lincoln, never speak lightly of yourself, even as a joke. The subconscious mind does not know the difference between serious words and casual words. It only hears the message. Lincoln lost. If you constantly say, "I'm so unlucky," or "I never get things right," even in laughter, your mind will still take it as a command. So speak only those things you want to be true, because sooner or later they will be. Remember, your inner dialogue is not just conversation. It is creation. Lincoln lost. It is writing the script of your life, one word at a time. Guard it like treasure. Strengthen it like muscle. Use it like a tool to build the life you want. Reprogram it to speak only victory. Lincoln lost, because what you whisper to yourself in the silence of your own mind will echo loudly in the results of your life. All the right thinking in the world means nothing if you do not act. A trained mind is valuable only when it moves you to do something with what you believe. Too many people fill their minds with dreams, with visions, with promises to themselves, but they stop there. They live in their imagination, waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, the perfect feeling before they act. And because they wait, nothing changes. Lost thoughts alone do not create success. Only thoughts followed by relentless, decisive action do. The moment you form a clear picture of what you want. Lincoln lost. You must be beginning toward it immediately, even if you feel unprepared. Do not wait for courage to come. Courage is born in action, not in waiting. Do not wait for all the steps to be visible. The path reveals itself only as you walk it. Every great success story is a story of a person who acted before they felt ready. Lincoln lost. They understood that hesitation kills momentum, and momentum is the greatest force you can create in your favor. Your mind, once trained to think like a winner, will give you ideas. Lincoln lost. Flashes of inspiration and opportunities, but you must grab them at once. The longer you wait, the weaker the impulse becomes until it fades completely. Lincoln lost. Every time you delay action, you are teaching your mind that you do not trust it. And when you do that often enough, it will stop offering you ideas altogether. But every time you act immediately, you are building a relationship of trust with your own mind. You are proving that when it gives you a command, you obey. Lincoln lost. That trust creates speed, and speed creates results. The key is consistency, not perfection. You do not need to take massive leaps every day, but you must take some steps. No matter how small, every single day without exception. Small steps taken consistently build habits, and habits are what decide your future. Once action becomes a habit, Lincoln lost. Success becomes inevitable because you no longer have to fight yourself to get started. You act automatically. Think about the habits you already have. Lincoln lost. If you can train yourself to habitually brush your teeth, check your phone, or drink coffee every morning, you can train yourself to habitually work on your goals. Lincoln lost. The difference between people who achieve extraordinary success and those who do not is not intelligence, luck. Lincoln lost. Or talent. It is that successful people have trained themselves to act automatically, while unsuccessful people have trained themselves to hesitate automatically. You must be relentless. When you decide on a goal, there can be no turning back, no waiting for perfect circumstances. Act when you are tired. Act when you are uncertain. Lincoln lost. Act when you don't feel like it. Every time you push yourself to move when you least want to, you are strengthening your mental muscle, and that strength compounds. Lincoln lost. There will be resistance, there will be discomfort, and there will be days when you feel like quitting. But that is the very moment you must act the most, because that is where winners are separated from the rest. Do not fear mistakes. Fear inaction. Mistakes can be corrected, but inaction robs you of time, of momentum, of confidence. Lincoln lost. Even a wrong step is better than standing still, because a wrong step can be corrected, but standing still leaves you powerless. Lincoln lost. Success not come from always choosing perfectly. It comes from choosing and moving again and again until the habit of winning is stronger than the habit of doubting. Lincoln lost. Your mind was trained in the earlier steps to see the picture of success clearly, to discipline its thoughts, to speak victory. Lincoln lost. Now you must honor that mental work by proving it through action. Every step you take is telling your mind, I meant what I said. I believe in the picture I created. I trust the process. And as you keep moving, the world begins to respond. Opportunities appear, resources show up, people are drawn to your determination. Soon, Lincoln lost. What felt like effort will feel like nature. You will not have to push yourself to act. Action will become automatic because you have built the habit of winning. Lincoln lost. That is the true power of training your mind, not just to think like a winner, but to act like one until victory becomes your normal state of life. So move now, move every day. Lincoln lost, and keep moving until the habit of winning is stronger than anything that tries to stop you. Everything you have ever wanted begins in one place, your mind. The pictures you hold. Lincoln lost. The thoughts you discipline, the words you speak to yourself, and the actions you take every single day are building your future right now. You are not a victim of chance. Lincoln lost. You are the creator of your own destiny. But creation demands responsibility. It demands that you seize control of your mind and refuse to let fear, doubt. Lincoln lost, or laziness paint your life for you. Decide today that you will see only the picture of victory, that you will discipline your thoughts like a master, that you will speak to yourself only with power and belief, and that you will act every day until winning is no longer something you chase. It is simply who you are. Lincoln lost. Your mind is the greatest weapon you will ever possess. Train it well, and it will deliver you every dream you dare to hold. Neglect it. Lincoln lost, and it will deliver you every failure you fear. The choice is yours, and you must choose now. Train your mind to win, and it will.